What's up, everybody? I know I haven't been live for a while, so here we go. So we're down here, OF Performance. I want to get everybody introduced to OF, what OF's all about. The man of the hour, he's coming. We got some great people in here. Fucking Glide 1-2s is in here with us. The man Chevy. Chevy's with us tonight too. So you never know who's going to jump in here. So I got to pull it up. This is a little different. I want to say what's up, Twitter. What's up, Evil. What's up, Tiger. What's up, everybody that's in here. What's up, Zed? So OF Performance, baddest thing in Daytona. Just to let you know. And we'll get this started right now. I'll bring in Doug. Everybody follows us. Doug, Daytona HD Willys right here, the man with the plan. So, Doug, why don't you give a rundown what OF's all about?
So we have OF Performance Parts and Development. You guys have probably seen us in Drag Specialties or Fuel Moto. We have the Tap It Right plates, which actually conveniently right here. So you guys have seen the Tap It Right plates on a couple of different catalogs, magazines, things out there. So we decided to kind of take that to the next level. And here we are. So we're at OF Performance World Headquarters right here in Ormond Beach. Got some plans for some bigger expansion here where we're at currently. But to really tie everything in, we decided to go in with this guy and a couple others. We've got our master tech, John McKnight. And man, let me tell you, the things we're doing. So now this location directly, not only being the headquarters, but it's the OF Performance Speed and Development Center. So if you guys come over, check us out. We're right across the street from the Beaver Bar. A little bit of everything over here. This is where we come up with all the cool ideas, and we're building bikes. So we got a couple of big builds in here right now, a couple 128s, a 131, a few other things happening, some custom stuff, a Sportster, a Monster Sportster.
Sporty Mob.
Yeah. A monster. Hey, yo, Chevy Rab, Sporty Mob. Make sure you guys are following that. Follow our new video we just posted up. So it's real. So we're doing a lot of cool stuff here in Daytona Beach. Trying to bring back some, the performance look. Bring it back. We'll make it here. Get it to stick. So some awesome builds. A lot of cool stuff. We got the new Tap It covers out. You guys will see those and everything. Make sure you go check all our stuff out. Thanks for all the follows on Daytona HD Wheelies. But the Speed and Development Center, this is where it's happening. And we just got our dyno, so we'll have that installed this coming week. In-house powder coat.
Yeah, powder coating.
We're gonna work on the bass boat. I mean his road glide.
Dude, every day it's all about the bass boat. For a guy that hates the bass boat, he likes to talk about it a lot. Okay.
So we got some plans there, man, and we got the Pan America over here in the corner in the showroom and stuff. You guys check out the background. This is the showroom. Those are our displays over here. This place is pretty cool. It's getting split down the middle. OF Performance parts on one side, aftermarket parts on the other. All the other people we support all the way across the board. Sly Fox for your carbon fiber, man. Those guys out there, I actually do a lot of cool stuff with him in the race series. Yep. Alex Fox is really involved in that stuff. And I say that because I have so much respect for such a young kid that does this and puts this stuff out there. So we sell it all here. Some suspension stuff.
Yeah, of course we do suspension. As you guys know, you can come down here, get your suspension technology stuff installed, purchased everything. Yeah,
so this is kind of cool, guys. We'll talk about this one. This is our short arm remote reservoir kit. So this mounts up. Now this does not work with tour packs or anything like that, but I have a long arm mount that will be coming out that will work with those. You guys check these things out. So they're actually adjustable. We got 30 degrees of adjustment, all the fun stuff, custom colors, whole 9 yards. Try to fix that bass boat. Hey, if anybody can find one of those fishing poles with the little fish that dangles off the back, the antennas, I'll buy it. Hit me up.
Oh, you do that, I'm putting $1 on it. You almost had it. So, next thing is what builds? What's the one bike that you focus on building?
So we with having the old shop back in the day, I grew up in the twin cam world. That was my world. That was where the performance stuff started. That was where back then the club style stuff, as we called it, and then T-bars. There's no T-bars. Listen, I was around when it was T-bars and Dynaholics and those things. So we can do everything here. So everything from your twin cams, building monster twin cams, especially the stunt riders and stuff, and then going into the M8s. Man, when the M8 came out, I was not stoked on it. I was working on an FXR frame to actually put one in. I had contacted Jeff Holt. I was like, hey, I want to do this. And then I lost my leg. So here we are. But the M8s, our go-to when we build our motors here is Revolution Performance all day long. Revolution Performance, you guys, if you don't know them, you might know them by Millennium Technologies. Go check them out. Nikasil cylinders, 30 to 60 degrees cooler, keeps that thing. The biggest thing that kills these M8s is heat.
Exactly. I can tell you that from experience.
Yeah. So, I like our 128 builds. Our 128 builds consistently between 145 to 152 horsepower. You're talking 155 foot-pounds of torque of rideable power that you're not going to have to worry about like a big 143 or something.
That's the key right there, rideable power.
Mm-hmm.
You got plenty to do what you want to do, but yet you can still ride it down.
When you tune in that sweet spot, like John likes to do and stuff, so you got that cruise RPM and everything, so you're not chugging fuel all the time.
So, again, John's our master tech here. This guy.
We bring him on camera, but he's like bald and everything, and the glare, and it wouldn't work.
We are number one. We know we're number one. No, man. John's been teaching me all kinds of stuff. Doug teaches me all kinds of stuff.
We're starting with reading and writing, but we'll get there.
Hey, it's better than painting by numbers that was on the wall. But, so, people are already talking about they're going to find the fishing pole for you. So,
yeah, perfect.
Here's a good question. So this guy's had problems with his oil lines for the heads on the Lowrider S. Are you going to come out with anything, or do you have a solution to fix that problem?
So it's funny you talk about that. There is a solution coming out, and I will say it's through Revolution Performance. I saw that one just recently. I don't know if it's released yet. You can go bug them, call them. Revolution Performance, you guys give them a shout. Ask for Rodney or Melissa. And I do know they have some, and it's actually a pretty cool kit. And it takes over the whole thing. So it fixes everything. More of a stable lock-in. You're not worried about them beating themselves to death. That's what kills them. So yes, there is something coming and it is through our partners that we work with over there with Revolution. They got some cool stuff.
People are already saying, take my money. We will. The other thing is, so they can buy a motorcycle from a local dealer and just have it sent over here and built before they pick it up?
Yeah, so we will so if you have a bike bought here within the Central Florida area and everything, and you want somebody to pick it up and just bring it over here, we'll actually go over, pick up your motorcycle for you, bring it here to our location. I encourage everybody to come out and see our location, 1096 North US Highway 1, right across from the Beaver Bar. Come see it. It's super nice. John likes it because the whole warehouse is AC'd, so he doesn't have to work in the heat. He's old and everything, so we had to treat him right. Got him a rocking chair too. It's got a Harley emblem on it. So, but yeah, we'll build anything you want. Touching on the builds, the big thing is I tell everybody that they forget about is these Milwaukee 8s, man, those cranks. Yeah. They are not to be trusted. I mean, we're seeing them come right out of the factory, 9 miles on it, and the crank's at 9,000. So they go, well, that's in spec. I'm like, you're right, but that's a brand new motorcycle. So why is it like that?
Right.
So, I encourage you guys to do your research. Hit us up, ask us for a quote, because it does get pricey when you go into that bottom end. But here's the thing, you go into that bottom end, and if you do everything all the way out, all the way cranks, compensators, and third gear in the transmission. Those are the problem children of the M8 world right now.
But you have a solution for...
I have a solution for all that.
Yes.
So we have a pathway for you for that. So between the compensators and everything, we've got some things in the works there also through the performance side. Also, the big thing is the Recluse clutch. Recluse clutch is the one I recommend. Recluse, not the auto clutch. Everybody thinks, Recluse just makes an auto clutch because that's what they're famous for. Nope. They make a high torque clutch that I run. If you guys follow my page on Daytona HD Wheelies, you see I haven't put a clutch in that in a year. And I've been riding that on there. Now, I burn the brakes off of it. So third gear.
Third gear.
We got a solution. We pull it out, back cut it, cryo dip it, do all this fun stuff, make it nice and hard.
So basically when they contact you, they can say, here's my budget, and you can say, here's the most bang for your budget.
Yep. So we'll do budget style builds. So if you tell me that you have a price range of X, Y, and I say, okay, that price range will at least get you a cam and a pipe or heads. So I encourage you, the head work and everything. Guys, this is about $1,600 on average for heads, $1,600 for a crank.
Yep.
Now, you got to think there's hours, lots of hours into this. So typically it's between 20 to 24 hours to build a motor, bring it up from the bottom end, tune it, knock it out, everything. And what makes it even better for being in a small shop, it's all right here inside the house. So, I mean, we send everything off. Rodney and them do an amazing job with the heads. Listen, the heads. 270-degree cut on that valve seat. Perfect seating position. Comes to you. It's ready to go. You don't have to do anything to it. And that thing flows beautiful.
All right. So, what if somebody was looking to do a build? What motorcycle would you recommend for the buy?
I mean, that bases on the person. Somebody like me with these curves. I don't ride a Sportster too well. I mean, I have one. You guys will see it here soon, but it's kind of the monkey in a football concept. It doesn't quite work. So just go off of your size, your build. I mean, if you don't think you can handle a Road Glide, those Lowrider STs right now, that fairing setup. If you saw our El Diablo we built, absolutely amazing. Did a lot of work with that. That was great.
All right. Somebody wants to know, what do you do for tuning?
Tuning. So we've got license systems. So you'll buy a license from us for $250, and then we charge 4 hours for typically for a tune right here in house. So everything. I mean, it's one-stop shop.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, I mean, we build our own parts. We you guys can even order our parts through Drag Specialties, Fuel Moto.
Yep.
Your website soon.
Yep. That's the big thing, guys. That's not. We're not third party. We're doing as much as we can in house to make sure the quality is on point. That's the big thing.
Our engineer is absolutely like mad scientist too. Like he's nuts. Our tolerances are nice.
Sweet. What if you already have a license?
Tune license, so I can still use your tune license. Just do it. As long as you got a license and stuff, you come right in. You don't have to buy the license. You just pay for tune time. And that's where we have fun with it. Bring your buddy too, so you guys get up there next to each other, and whoever's got more horsepower, and then whoever does it, come talk to me. I'll make yours better.
Yeah. What kind of dyno?
We got the Dyno Jet 230. It'll be out there. We're actually what's today? Thursday. We're picking up Saturday.
Yep.
New drum. Everything's rebuilt. Got very lucky. Found it locally from a race team. And it's got a rebuilt tag and everything. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then we'll have Dyno Jet. We'll make sure it's calibrated and everything. So it'll be about a week or so before we got it up and going.
That's the thing. That way we're accurate and we're giving real numbers and real stuff that's happening. What is he saying? He is standing next to you. The other is off camera. Oh, they must be having a conversation in here. Let's see here. What brand of T-bars do you recommend?
So, I mean, T-bars are different than your two-piece bars. So we're going to talk about risers and bars. I like running the fly bars myself, ODI stuff, anything like that. MX style bar with a good riser. So, I mean, the riser design is what you prefer. So I just tell people to shop around. Everybody seems like everybody makes a riser these days. Yeah. So a riser is just, it was nice and it fits well. Fit well is a big deal. You don't want none of this, especially if you're going to try wheeling or anything or trying to drift. You don't.
What's wrong with this?
Just because your bass boat's falling apart.
It takes the vibrations.
So yeah. So, but I mean, that's kind of a preference thing. But I will tell you, the biggest ordeal is the fly bars are nice because if you think about it, if those bars bend, they're $99, and you just replace them.
Right. All right. So, what is your preferred brand of cam?
So in our big builds, we like using the Andrew cams, the 554. That's a good cam. I don't like, just always remember the bigger, the more violent it is, the more the beating, that blower, that hitting, your bike's taking kind of a beating all the time, valve train, things like that. So I like that 554. That's the one Rodney even prefers. That's the one he turned us on to. And I like that CVO we did with the Trask pipe. It was 148 horsepower, 152 foot-pounds of torque.
Yeah, I know all about that. Beating your lifters to death. What are you shaking your head for, John? John's already tired of seeing my bike.
Yeah.
Hey, just because I need a new cush drive, don't worry about it.
Need more than a new cush drive. I'm gonna roll the bike out, roll another one under the gas cap. Then it'll be good.
He doesn't like my bass boat. Let's see here. Exhaust. What exhaust do you guys use?
So the big exhaust that we run, you guys see them on our stunt bikes as of recently, is the Sawicki pipes. I really like the Sawicki pipes. Now, here's the thing. I know the original. I was not a Sawicki fan originally, but the new buyout with the new owners and everything they've been doing, I love it. Now, my other backups and everything is like you got Chromeworks out there. They do a great job. It really just depends on also what kind of numbers you're looking for. Always remember, the longer the pipe, the better the horsepower. We have to have them short for the stunt riding and everything, but I'm looking for that torque number more than anything. And besides, here's the thing. Horsepower is how fast you get to the wall. Torque's how far you take the wall with you. And I'm all about dragging it so much down the road.
What do you guys use for M8 compensators?
So the M8 compensator right now, we like the Harley. Actually, the Harley compensator is not bad, but we've bounced between some of the other ones. I'm going to tell you now, I'm not settled on a compensator. That's kind of why we took on the project to work on something for the compensator on the OF part side. I just have not. We have ones that work. We have ones that don't.
Right.
And there isn't a good answer to that.
Well, would you say it depends on what the build is? What you're going.
So like we tested the hard drive compensator, just straight hard drive. It was a nice compensator. It worked. I thought it was a little loud. That's just, being honest.
Right.
We've tested, we've dealt with other guys. Let's see, Dark Horse's compensator. We've dealt with that. I like it to an extent, but the problem is I think with big power that it's doing a lot back to that main drive. So back on, the main for the trans and that bearing and everything, I think it's beating that a lot. So that's a hard one, but we're working on that actually. Got to get it past them making fun of my leg or beard or something.
No, you're still looking for a fishing pole. Let's see here. So, where exactly are we at in Daytona?
So it's not Daytona; it's Ormond Beach, but everything down here is considered Daytona. Period.
Right.
But so I am looking to my southeast right now. I have the Iron Horse right there, the Boot Hill Saloon right there, and I have Beaver Bar right here. So as long as you make it to one of those and you look around, you'll see out on the front, the windows will be, say, OF Performance, and there'll probably be motorcycles outside.
So what can you powder coat?
I mean, I almost powder coated my beard because I had left a bead. I put those beads in it, and I looked down and they attracted powder coat around it. Anyways, I can powder coat. Right now I can get the rims in there. So I can do everything that's basically the size of the rim. I can't do a crash bar yet, but we do have a new oven coming. So I'd say that'll be about 2 weeks before that gets here.
Where can they pick up merch?
So ofperformance.com. We have some t-shirts up on there. I got to see if they're in stock. There's some pretty cool t-shirts on there. We'll have hats coming out, and I think we're going to just work on something like a glove or something too, something fun.
Yeah, we need gloves.
So
How about women's underwear?
Women's underwear?
thongs. I couldn't get my whole beard on the thong. So
Shoot, yeah. Why don't you come over here, John, so we can introduce you so people can learn about you. I mean, you're kind of important.
So, I mean, when you start a business, one thing, I've had one before. But then when you start a business with a senior citizen, you got to learn about AARP immediately.
So, everybody, this is John. John, why don't you give a little background of your history, what you've been doing?
I've been riding for over 40 years, which is way before you were born.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. My first bike was a Indian 3.5 horsepower mini bike that I rode in the 1976 Bicentennial Parade. And I pulled that apart, and it rode for another 2 years after that before it fell apart. But no, I do this because for me, it's a passion, it's a love, it's a lifestyle. My old history is that I worked in the Manhattan for years doing something I hated, and riding when I could. And I decided that I wanted to do this full time. And I've been in the dealership world for 10 years, and I was working on bikes before that, and what you do in your garage. But the dealerships, there wasn't enough leeway. There was bolt-on kits, nothing, none of the fun stuff. Whatever you do, don't touch a crank. And now we make it right. It feels good putting something in a bike that if you're going to beat the shit out of it, guess what? You break it, good luck, man. It's like solid cranks, big displacement engines, pull your ass off the seat torque, and no one tell me that you can't do it, because we will do it, and that's why I'm doing this, man. I love it. It's great stuff, and I'm a twin cam guy, a shovel guy, but I promise one day I'll have an M8. But till then, I'm gonna I'll build them.
We're definitely not in this to get rich, are we?
No.
So, John, can you do a Screaming Eagle kit for me?
Sure, I'll take your money.
Does it cost extra for bass boat work?
Oh no, we'll give it to you. We'll strip it off of that one out there, and we'll pawn it out.
I have him he's got a basket in the shop right now. I'm going to start collecting lifters in there. So this way I can just put lifters in his bike one after the other. He's like the Cookie Monster with lifters. I don't understand it, but I've never seen lifters go through a bike like his. Obviously, it's not the technology.
Yeah, we got to fix it.
Hey, if it can break, I'll break it. All right. So, they do like the color blue. So, they do like my best boat. Just to let you know.
It's pretty, just like you.
Thanks. I'm glad I'm the pretty one of the three of us. All right. So, you guys have 7 more minutes. Just to let you know, we're not going long. We got shit to do. We got to do cool shit tonight. Lowrider S. What kit do you recommend for a Lowrider S?
What year?
2023.
I mean, depends. I mean, you want cams? I mean, if you want cams, we mess with that 475 cam, 2-in-1 pipe, and do some head work. If you want big money, you want to go full engine, crank up 128, 554 cam, stage 3 heads, throttle body, and recluse clutch, put you almost 150 to the ground.
Honestly, I'll tell you, the 128 kits that Revolution's got coming out, I love those things. They're a dream to tune. You go in with we go in with a tried and true formula. So when I'm going in there and tuning, I'm not chasing some crazy revision curve around the place. It's pretty much straightforward. We don't spend time fixing problems. We spend time making horsepower and torque.
Yeah, we stay consistent. We've said why change what works. Now, if you want bigger, you want 180 horses. I mean, we'll play with something. Got no problem with that. Revolution's got a 143, and I'm sure we can throw a turbo to something, make 215.
All right. Do you guys do E85 tunes? You know that's going to come.
Yeah, I know.
Especially down here.
I guess I'm an old guy. Back in the day, I used to drink that stuff, but
you make more money drinking it than you can.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm not up to doing anything, but it doesn't sound like fun.
Yeah.
What do you recommend for somebody starting out for a stunt bike?
So I like, depending if you're a bigger dude or not, the Dyna or the Sportster. Key things are to that and stuff, 8-inch riser, 6 to 8-inch riser, chain drive, 13, 14-inch suspension, depending on what it is, and throw you a nice torque cam into it. And that'll get you anywhere you can go right there. Everybody thinks we build all this crazy stuff into these motors and everything. Cam, chain drive, suspension, get the power to the ground, get a good seating position with like Saddleman seat or something that holds you. That's it. But do it like older. I like carbureted bikes myself. So the carbureted bikes, 05 prior, those are great years and everything. If you can get it like an 01, 02 Timken.
Do you work on Gold Wings?
I mean, yeah. We'll change the gas cap. Gas cap off, roll the bike out, roll the Harley under it, gas cap back on. Call me. We'll take care of you.
We actually have to answer that question?
No.
I just
Okay, all right,
did.
all right.
It's like I just
Yeah.
answered it. All right. Well, let's see here. Like I said, I'm not doing a long one tonight. My big thing tonight was just to introduce you guys to OF, to these guys, have you guys call them.
Listen, stunt show at the Beaver Bar. Date unknown, but we're gonna do stunt show. The grand opening party is gonna be nuts. No burnouts in my parking lot. If anybody's watching, listen, burnouts in my parking lot, and that's hard for me not to do. But we're gonna be at the Beaver Bar. We're gonna be doing stunt shows. We're gonna introduce everybody. He's got his rocking chair set up right under the tent, ready to go. Says, "Ask me about my motor."
Here's a good one. What about a Sportster S? Is that a good stunt bike?
No, but I did see some wild builds just come out. If you guys go and watch a couple of the last build offs that just happened on YouTube and stuff, somebody built a Sportster S into a cafe racer. But yes, no, you're not stunting that.
Do you teach stunting?
I mean, I don't really say teach. You can come out and ride with our guys. I mean, we have some of the best riders in Florida, and you just come out and ride and watch. I mean, just more than welcome. You just hanging out with us, all our guys. I think that's how we learn.
Yeah, just do it, right? All right.
We'll guide you through it. Just don't end up like Chevy hitting everything. Sporty mob.
All right. Well, you guys stop. That's the last of the questions I'm going to ask. So this is the end where I always say give the guests the opportunity to do the last whatever they want to spill.
This is your disclaimer on life.
Oh, there you go. Well, here you go. Give us the opportunity to take this piece of crap out of your touring bike. All right? 3 pounds, 11 ounces. Just doing that will make you go faster.
What?
I mean, yeah. I mean, we'll talk about the basketball later. I came back into this, as a lot of you guys know, I owned Triple D Motorcycles before this, and I lost my leg and all the fun stuff. But love it. Got to invent a part, have a great team, and get to do some really cool stuff. And now we've got some innovative stuff coming out. So I want to thank John for coming on board and believing in me. Drew's just, you guys know him. I don't have to explain it. It's a bass boat.
It's a bass boat.
I'm going to start calling him the fisherman. But yeah, guys, ofperformance.com. Check us out. Phone number and everything's on there. Right across from the Beaver Bar. Come hang out. We do Sundays, stunt days. Hit us up. Shoot us a message if you guys want to know where it's at. Come hang out.
Follow on Instagram. Daytona HD Willies 1F.
Want to have speed. Tap it right. OF old guy.
Hey, what channel is this going to be on? NBC?
So yeah. CNN.
CNN.
Fake news. But seriously, thanks for all the support. Drew, thanks for coming on board. Boss lady at home watching, wanting to stab one of us in the throat.
It's not me.
I know it's probably me. All right, guys. That's what I got.
Go to Spotify. Start listening to Chevy Raps. Support.
Yeah.
All right.
Sporty Mob. Hey, go watch our new YouTube video at the OF Performance channel. We just put one up with his video or his song in the background.
Yeah, go over to the OF YouTube page. Start following, watching, supporting. And if you want it done right, give these guys a call.
See the old guy.
All right. So with that being said, thanks guys for coming on. Thanks for coming supporting with all your questions. No, it's not going to be on the Outdoor Network. We're not allowed. All right. That's it.
Check his grinder account.
What? Jesus. It's almost like I come here just for the abuse. Oh. Nori, you got anything to say? Or are you just going to sit over there? Nori's like, yeah, I just.
A coastal world.
Chevy, you got anything to say?
A coastal world. That's about all I got to say.
Oh, my God. See you on the map. What? God dang.
Yep.
All right. You guys.
See me on the map. I'm right outside.
Catch me outside.
Catch me outside. Whether y'all people who don't ride motorcycles or not.
All right. Thanks for coming. Be following. We got some cool shit coming. With that being said, peace.
Beautiful.